What's up? What's up? Now, right along with me, I can go ahead and show you what we do here. Local driving is easy money. It's a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult than finding a job over the road. Over the road, they'll hire you with a pulse. Local driving requires a little bit more finesse. They almost always ask for experience, but there are opportunities. I had an opportunity and I took it myself to become either over the road or to be a local driver. I chose a local driver, and you can't tell me otherwise. I think it's a little bit better than going over the road because you get to go home. You get to be home every night. Enjoy your money. Enjoy everything you've been working so hard for. But yeah, if you have kids, if you have family, if you have a dog waiting for you at home, don't go over the road. Not so much that it's not dangerous. It's some of it's dangerous, but it's not difficult. I haven't come across a job where I go, oh my God, that was so difficult. I can't do it ever again. Nah. I mean, I've had physical job labors where, yeah, like you hate it. You're in the sun. You're digging a ditch, roofing. That was not fun. I quit that right away. Roofing in the summer in Southern California, no bueno. But yeah, uh, as far as all the jobs I've had office jobs, and this is easier than an office job. I mean, I haven't had a bad day, other like the occasional oh, I had a blowout. Oh, I got pulled over for something, but nothing crazy. It's like, I'll see people playing guitar and I'm like, yeah, that's more difficult than this. But yeah, you deal with these shitty roads, kind of like what it is right now, but it is what it is. It pays well. You're home every night. You get to see your wife. You get to see your kids. You're not seeing them grow up over a phone, so there's always a plus. But yeah, I have friends that make a little bit more than I do doing over the road, and but they're single and don't have a family really that they need to come home to, so that's a plus for them. If I was single, didn't have a care in the world, I probably wouldn't even have an actual home I'm paying for. I'd save up all my money, go over the road, and just stay on the road. And then wherever you want to live, live out, a couple of days a month somewhere where you want to kind of be your home base. But yeah, you get to see the world if you're over the road. You get to see all of the continental United States. And that's perfectly fine and dandy, but I got two little ones waiting for me at home and no can do. So props to you guys who can do it and do have kids at home. I'd love to know your secret, and I hope it's just not like, oh, I don't give a shit. But yeah, we all have our things. But like, yeah, if there was ever a day where I need to, I don't have a job here locally, I need to make a lot of money fast, I would go over the road. Um, I encourage anyone that's making under $60,000 a year, get your CDL. If you get your CDL, it opens up way more doors for a very, very cheap price. Um, there's some schools that charge about 1,500. I mean, they all do about the same. They just kind of let you run around on their trucks, then they rent it out to you, or it comes in the price is included in it. You go test on it, you pass, and congratulations, you're a CDL driver. There's not a lot of thought process into this. And there's not a lot of physicality to this, so that's why you see most truckers old and fat. So at least there's some job security there. But yeah, I haven't had an issue where like I've recommended somebody to get their CDL and they go, "Oh, I hated it." They made more money than they did before. I mean, if you're going from a warehouse to a CDL, yeah, you're gonna see the benefits there. So first year I made a little bit under 95, maybe like around 92 and change. Last time I looked at my tax return, it was about 92,000 and some change. Pretty sure I would have hit the 100,000, but I got hired in late February, early March. So yeah, I probably would have hit it pretty easily. But that is the exception, not the rule. I mean, most local drivers make, $35 an hour, some a little less, some a little bit more. But if you're local, I mean, that's still decent, more than a warehouse worker. So out here in Southern California, warehouses, you're making anywhere from minimum wage, $16 an hour, to if you're like on the forklift or the EPJ, electric pallet jack, or some kind of machinery, you can get up to like $26 an hour, making 22.50. So I mean, kind of depends what you want to do. I mean, I get to be in a truck. Nobody's really yelling at me or telling me what I need to do. You get your route, you know what you're doing, and you get to be out. Sunny weather, beautiful skies. Yeah, traffic. Traffic sucks, but we all deal with it anyway, so you might as well get paid for it. So whether I'm sitting in traffic or rolling on the highway at 55, 60 miles an hour, it's all the same to me. So typically all my mornings start like around 7 in the morning. That way I'm out of the yard first delivery by 8. We do a lot of sand and gravel, mulch, a lot of decorative stuff for the home, but we pick up from quarries and drop off at either the yard or at the client site. Um, but yeah, it's just a dump truck with a trailer attached to it. But today we are in a Super 10, and what that means, it's a 10 wheeler with an extra axle for weight. So this one takes 65,000 pounds. You can attach a pup trailer, and that'll give you an extra 15 to get to the legal 80,000 here in California. I think that's mostly federal, but yeah, it's 80,000 is the max you can go as far as weight. That's including truck, fuel, everything. So most trucks take around 24 to 26 tons of material. Um, Yeah, so right now we're actually heading to a quarry out in on Juniper. We're picking up a load of what we call salt and pepper. So it's just a 3/4 inch gravel, and it's a white rock with specks of black, or it's a black rock with specks of white, however you want to look at it. And then we go pick that up. We're picking up about 16 tons right now. I'm taking it back to the yard. And that'll be it for my day. Right now, it's 2:10 p.m. Pacific time at my place, so it should take us another 15 minutes to get there, about an hour to get back. So I'll be out before 4 o'clock. So I get paid on salary now. So it's pretty cool, mainly because you doesn't matter if you do one trip or 20 trips, it's the same. I work, don't work, it's the same. So there's benefits. So there's about three different, things that you can do as far as truck driving. You can go over the road. You can go, let me see. So for truck driving, there's about three different, ways you can do it. You can go over the road. And those are the long haulers. and people who go from state to state, pick up in Texas and drop off somewhere in, New York or something. And, all across all across the country. Then there's a regional. Regional would be kind of like, I got the Southwest area, and then you got local. Local driving is exactly what it sounds like. You pick up your truck and you drop it off where you picked it up. And local driving usually pays the least, um, if you're starting off. The one that pays the most is over the road if you're starting off. Regional is a mixture of the two. Like I said, it's kind of like a region. It could be anywhere from like dealing with certain counties or when it's smaller states between certain states. I have a friend that's regional, but it's basically going to Nevada to LA to Arizona. So that's not really regional to me. That's more like a long haul junior. So the best paying job to me, it's local, mainly because now I have experience. But when I started, yeah, I started off at like $22 an hour. Still was making more than I was making in a warehouse, so it was, good for me. And then it took me about a year and a half, and then just kept going up and up and up to the point where, like, I don't know, it was just so quick where you start making so much money. But yeah, you start off at 22. It took you about a year and a half to like be where I'm at now, and you see the increase a little bit, little by little. But I went 22 and a half, then I went 27, then I went 38, and then it topped off like around 40, 45, $46 an hour. But at that point, it was like, all right, now they'll come up with a different, incentive strategy where you can go ahead and either getting paid by the load, paid by like a kind of like a broker fee. Like, so we decided it was better for them and for me, salary. So a good, nice salary plus bonuses, and we'll call it a deal, man. So 100K a year sounds like a lot. It really isn't. Right now, my salary is at 125. But with the other incentives and stuff, you make an extra 45, 50 a year. Not bad. Um, Especially since I'm not an owner operator. I'm a driver for the company, technically. So owner operators, you can make a lot more. There's a couple of guys out there. What's his name? Something Nino. And there's another guy, Oscar something, Alex Nino and Oscar something. Sorry if I can't remember your name. But, yeah, I've been watching your guys' videos. But what I see, like, Alex does a lot of long haul stuff and he's an owner operator. And then I see, Oscar. Oscar does, I guess it's not long haul, but he does like flatbed and like dry van. Um, but myself, it's a local transfer driver. You don't really see transfer trucks content. Um, but this one's a Super 10, so this isn't even a transfer content, I guess. But it's only a Super 10 for now because the other ones are under repair. We hired a new driver, and he and another driver broke the truck on Monday. So I don't know who did it, but they're blaming each other. Doesn't matter. It's down, it's down. Once I get my transfer truck back, no one's going to be driving that one except myself, or under my supervision at least. And they can have back the Super 10. Yeah, so like the Super 10, I can take like about 18 tons worth of material with the other one. With the one I've got, it's 26 tons. So, um, it'll take you about 3 trips to catch up to my two. Uh, so there is plus, this was pretty quick. You just get their drop off. You don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to do a transfer or anything. So if you're lazy, Super 10s are the way to go. If you don't mind getting out, lifting up a drawbar, connecting in stuff, then the transfer truck is for you. So we don't really do that much physical work, man. That's why you'll see like old fat. truck drivers. And you do get fat in this fucking job. I'm not saying I'm fat. I'm not fat. I am 6'2", 248. So I'm a big boy. Uh, and not so much tall. So 6'2" is, decent, but 248 is a big boy. I was at 268 not too long ago. So, and dropping those LBs because my knees be hurting. Um, so yeah. Other than that, I need to get back to 220 at least. 220, I'm okay. I can still jump in and out of the truck comfortably. But ideally, about 205 is fine. 205 UFC heavyweight. So we're getting to the quarry, and basically here is they're mining the mountains and stuff. So let me show you here. So yeah, it's just basically kind of like when you see like the hills and stuff getting torn down. That's because they're mining them. And they usually do like a land lease. They mine it. They take everything they can out of it, flatten it out, and then the real estate company buys it, and then they build more houses. And it's convenient for everybody. So here, I think that it was like a 99-year lease, so it's not being sold anytime soon. But yeah, you'll be able to see anything that's a gray pile that is the salt and pepper in different sizes. And it just means that we're just picking up a certain size. But yeah, they excavate everything. Here, I still remember there used to be like mounds and hills, and now there's only like mounds of material, and most of it's been flattened out. But they still got that whole mountain in the back to go. So yeah, if you see that it's older, if I'm going to keep on being in this truck. Checking in, Blue Rock truck BR13 for number 3 Rock when you get a chance, please. So yeah, you come into the quarry, let them know your truck number, let them know what you're here for, pick it up, get on the scale, and you're on your way. That's pretty much it. I get to be in the AC, chilling, and like I said, there's nothing hard about this job, guys. If you can warehouse loading and unloading trucks, you can definitely become a truck driver. So here, they just want to side us to the pile that we're going to be getting loaded on. But yeah, those machines there are a pretty penny. They filter and crush. They crush and filter out the rock, and those things are anywhere from 150,000 and up. But the main thing I want to tell you guys is let's do 16, please. So yeah, a lot of money in this industry. It's just things we don't know about. You think it's harder than it is. You think it's impossible. It really isn't. Because when I was working in the warehouse stuff, I mean, I've worked in the, like I said, office and stuff, but whenever you get your license, you start applying and you still keep working, well, until they call you. And once they call you, take advantage of the opportunity. A lot of people don't want to hire without any experience, but it just really comes down to where you apply, who do you apply with, experience, or just simply they don't hire no experience. I went to a small mom and pop place. I thought they were going to tell me no. They told me yes, and then I was like telling them like, hey, so I just want to go ahead and work here for a year while I get my experience. I wanted to be honest with them. They're like, yeah, that's fine. Just come on work, and we'll go ahead and take it from there. As they've grown, I've grown. We've helped each other, and it's been pretty decent. I mean, they've gotten bigger to the point where we take good care of the clients. We do everything. they take care of us on the back end as well. So they're like, hey, so you've been doing this pretty well. Here you go. And I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that there is work for everybody. Right now, I know like a few of the long haulers are having issues because of the tariffs and just craziness going on at the docks, I guess. But it's local. Just stay local, and you shouldn't have an issue. And if there ever is an issue, you'll go where the money's at. But like right now, we're actually getting loaded. I don't know if you can see it through the little window. Let's see if I can bring this up. Yeah, so he's just loaded us. He just beeped. So yeah, that was it. So I get to give you a little rant, and we're off. Just one hand. So it is a 10 speed, so it's a manual transmission, and can't really fuck around with. Well, you can. Let's be honest. You can you can drive with one hand. It's not that- So yeah, check it out. We get on scale. Scales are right in front of us. They weigh us out. That's how they can tell how much material they gave us, and that's what they bill us. And we get our ticket and we take off. Let's see what we weigh at. We should be at about 50, between 55 and 60 tons. I mean, 65,000. So we're at 28 tons, a little bit over 28 tons, so 56,000 pounds. On the scale, Blue Rock Truck BR13 with number 3 rock. Stand for. So a lot of the times, I don't understand a damn word they're saying on the CB radio. But that just might be a me thing. But yeah, yeah, the way they talk on the TVs sometimes sounds like trash. You can't hear a damn thing, but you can hear them having full on conversations. I'm back, sir. Alrighty. We signed the tickets. Cool. Thank you. So ticket signed. Put that away for later. And we're good to go. So yeah, there's a lot more difficult jobs out there that do a lot less money a year. So if you're stuck in that, if you're making, like I said, less than even less than 50K, even if you're making $20 an hour, even if you're making $50,000 an hour, I mean $50,000 a year, and you're just stuck, you're not growing, you're tired of it, you're dying under fluorescent lights, and you'd rather be out and about. Be a local driver, be a over the road driver, just be a CDL driver, because there is a necessity for them. A lot of people, well, a lot of them were leaving the industry out of frustration. I know a guy that was like in his, I think he was late 60s, Joe. He actually decided to, when they were going through the whole thing about a truck needing DEF and regulation. He rather just sell his truck. He sold it out of state where they weren't so strict like out here in California, and he retired. But now that they're talking about possibly doing some deregulation or just kind of fixing some stuff, it might be the time to come back in and do some trucking. But yeah, California definitely needs drivers. It is expensive. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're an owner operator, it's expensive, but you do make more money. So I think I saw a video from Oscar. What he said that he made like 10K profit. He based this. He was giving out his things where he made like I can't remember. He was doing the flatbed stuff. He said that he had done like 1800 per load, and he did like 16 loads or something, but he was spending like 300 on diesel. But all in all, it's like he profited about 10, 11K. And that's after, diesel, that's after insurance, that's after costs. So you are taking a greater risk if something catastrophic happens to your truck, but bigger risk, bigger rewards. So if you're looking out and your truck is in good working condition, you're getting good jobs, then yeah, definitely go over the road. Definitely be an owner operator. But in the meantime, save your money, be a driver for somebody else. Something breaks, it's not your bill, um, and then just buy your own trucks. So yes, sir. All we do now is get back on the freeway, drive back to the yard, and that should be about 45 minutes of driving. Not a big deal. It's nothing crazy. You drop off the material, and then I get to go home. I'll check out the schedule, what it is for tomorrow, and easy money. Alrighty, people. Well, I'll check you out as soon as I get back to the yard and show you how we dump the material.